didn't see you there. I was just finishing up my peanut butter and potato sandwich. Okay, that was a joke. I don't like peanut butter and potato sandwiches. Ew. But sometimes it feels like a peanut butter and potato sandwich is the only way to please both sides of my family. You see, while my dad is an Irishman from Ireland, my mother is an Irish-American woman born in Cranston. Now I know what you're thinking. Molly, what does it matter where your family is from? Well, I'll tell you. An Irish person from Ireland has the Irish accent, and really that's enough for them. But on the American side of things get a little different. An Irish person straight off the boat from Ireland really already has everything they need, so people already know where they're from. An American Irish person, on the other hand, isn't so fortunate. They have to prove it. And boy, do they. Whenever I'm thinking about the differences between being Irish and Irish-American, I always think about my mother's father. He's an American-born Irishman, and he really likes to show that he's Irish. And I mean show it. Every chance he gets, he's wearing one of those stupid caps or a wool sweater, listening to Andy Cooney in the car. He used to play me this one song, Irish Molly, and then he would point at me the whole song, like the whole entire time. Yes, I understand that the song is called Irish Molly, and I am both of those things. We get it, Grandpa. But on my dad's side of the family, there isn't too much of a focus put on being Irish because everyone already knows that you are. Irish Americans, especially my mother, are always super in your face about their heritage, their ethnicity, and it makes sense to me because you're not in your home country and you want to make sure that you're making a good impression on the new people that you meet because they totally care. Kinda. My mom always wanted me to be really, really immersed in Irish culture, which is why she had me do so many weird things growing up. I learned how to play the fiddle, played sports like hurling, which is basically field hockey if you're a little bit more aggressive. And most importantly, Irish dance. Irish dance is really, really important to me. In fact, it kind of brings a tear to my eye that I'm not at regionals right now. But because I'm doing all of these things, Irish culture and Irish American culture are clashing so much. My American side of the family thinks that all you have to do to be Irish is wear a wool sweater and make a little soda bread once in a while. But there's a lot more to it than that. Ireland has a really rich cultural and religious history, and people tend to forget that sometimes when they're thinking about shamrocks and leprechauns. For example, picture this. It's Christmas time, I'm at my aunt's house, American, and everyone wants me to do a jig. Do they even know what a jig is? I really don't think that they do. Sure, at first it's kind of cute because I'm like 7 and I'm just hopping around the dining room and everyone's like, yay, Molly! But every year, it gets kind of old after a while. But when I'm spending the holidays with my Irish family, they keep to themselves. They mind their own business. They're not as in your face. And I think that that's a huge cultural difference between the Irish and American parts of my family. Another huge difference between my dad's side and my mom's side of the family is how I was raised. Everyone knows the age-old trope of the immigrant parents making their children work hard to achieve their future. Yeah, I didn't get that from my mom. I didn't get that kind of hard work push from my mother that I got from my dad. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it set a weird double standard. Just to wrap up, because one of my parents is an Irish immigrant and the other is an American-born woman, my two backgrounds, while genetically alike, can be very different. I got the best and worst of both worlds. There's one thing I know for sure. Keeps things interesting.